Well, hello everybody. Happy Tuesday. Brion coming at you. Just wanted to touch base, check in, say hello. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be really vulnerable. I have been in a funk and realizing that this ain't cool. Realizing not only is what's happening in our world right now not cool, but also realizing how I've been in relationship to it has not been cool. And I've been frustrated with myself. I've also been frustrated with the circumstances. And I want to talk a little bit about what we can do and who we can be to shift that. Yesterday, I had a student that ended up doing a workshop, and I coached this person leading forward in a 12-week, ended up being longer than that, 12-week course. And then they went in and did a workshop last night, and he nailed it. And he reached out to me this morning, or I reached out to him as a follow-up to find out how it went. He was on cloud 9, absolutely thrilled at what he created last night, and that empowered me, that elevated me. I say all of that for this reason. When we are in a place of acknowledgement that something isn't working, so I don't feel like the system right now is working in our favor. And there's a lot of people, for some reason, that still don't get that or not paying attention. And that frustrates me. It also frustrates me that there are other possibilities that we're not looking at, or they're not looking at, or they choose to not, or they know that they're great possibilities, but it empowers other people. It empowers the middle class, it empowers the working class, and there's a direct correlation between oppressing the middle class, oppressing the working class, that works in the favor of big business, works in the favor of the powers that be. This has been frustrating for me. I've been down in the dumps. I have been feeling kind of paralyzed by it. So when I connected with my student this morning, and then over this past weekend, I've just been wanting to shift how I'm relating, shift how I'm feeling about the circumstances. And when I do that, I shift a beingness. And how I do that is by asking, what do I feel like is missing in the world? What do I feel like is missing in the responses, in the information, and our connectedness with one another? The interesting thing about TikTok, and I think that this has been subconscious for me, the interesting thing about TikTok and social media is there's a lot of people out there that are solo artists or solo educators, solo influencers, and there is something that gets taken care of. We feel like we're doing something when we reach out to people. And yes, we are. There is no greater power, however, when we are connected in person. So community in person, connectedness in person, when we are engaged with one another. The one thing that I love about our building is that we are in constant connection with other people. And we are in constant connection, and you are encouraged, or at least I feel like I'm encouraged to have communication, build relationships. This student of mine did their workshop, created a foundation of community, foundation of working people that they want to contribute to. And since moving here to Chicago, I have been feeling a little bit down in the dumps and realizing that the main reason why is because I have not been proactive in creating the artistic expression and the artistic community that I want to create. Granted, giving myself a little bit of credit, taking some time to get adjusted, taking some time to kind of create my foundation has been important. Now I'm ready to begin creating that live community. The people in the building, my four walls, and then begin to expand out. When we do that, we are empowering others. When we are living the thing that lights us up, we're empowering others. So this is what I would encourage you to do. If you can relate to me, I would spend about 10 to 15 minutes just journaling, put out all the thoughts, and do that every day if you choose to. Do that every day, and then just get rid of all that negative stuff, anything that is kind of holding you or weighing you down, and then ask yourself, what are the things that I feel like I'm missing in the world? And for me, it was positivity, it was connectedness, it was being surrounded by inspiring and empowering people, and building community. I love it, and I love being in a space of creativity. So that's where I'm going now. I'm in a space where I can see that and how that's going to lift me up. What is it that you can create that kind of unleashes the chains of paralyzation? Ask yourself, what is it that I feel like I'm missing? If you feel like you're missing joy, then create that. Be in a space, choose joy, choose excitement. And I know it can seem really dark and bleak right now. I know it does for me, and that has been one cause for my paralyzation, my kind of depression, honestly. I don't understand how humanity can be in this space. And I do. And I'm going to be doing a series of conversations on that coming up next. So stay tuned for that. You can also follow me on Twitch at Bring It On. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these, as I have been. So you can follow me here. Leave a question if you have a question in the chat. I'm not going to entertain anyone that is in support of what's happening right now. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to get in a heated debate, because if you don't know already, then you're, in my opinion, okay with it. And there's really not much, if anything at all, to be okay with right now in terms of this regime. And use your voice and use your relationships and use and create and empower those people around you. Write in your journal, 10 to 15 minutes, just all the thoughts. Don't judge them, just stream of consciousness, just do some Jack Kerouac writing. And then on the other side of that, ask yourself, with that freeness, that free feeling of elevation, find that and ask, what am I missing? What do I feel like is missing in the world, and who do I get to be to create that? And that's one of my favorite processes to kind of overcome this space of doom and gloom, or this space of frustration, and, to be honest, anger. Leave a comment in your chat. What are you committed to creating? What are you committed to shifting so that we can move past this? I think resistance is fine, and we get to be on the other side of that. What are we going to create in the next 40 years? What are we going to create in the next year? What am I going to create right now in my four walls? What kind of relationships am I going to build? And what kind of connection and empowerment am I going to cause in the world that is beneficial to one another? Stay tuned for my next few videos. Going to be talking about a few things that I feel like are may support you. So I'm Bring It On. Come check me out on Twitch. Bring It On, and we will see you on the other side. Have a great one.